Seyed Mojib Zahraee is a young researcher at the prestigious RMIT University, Melbourne, Australia. He is also a research assistant at the RMIT School of Engineering. He is a member of the RMIT Cyber-Physical and Autonomous Systems Group, RMIT Transport Research Group, and the Australian Maritime Logistics Research Network. His research interest areas are sustainable biomass supply chain, digital supply chain management, sustainable renewable energy value chain, transportation and logistics, sustainability, optimizing operations, and lean manufacturing. Seyed has published over 60 research papers in multidisciplinary fields, including industrial and mechanical engineering, transportation planning, information technology, supply chain management, and construction management.
Okay, thanks very much for organizing this great conference and providing this opportunity for me to present my topic at the first international conference on sustainable energy, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. The topic of my presentation is the role of blockchain in woody biomass supply chain to generate the sustainable renewable energy to different sectors, for example, for cryptocurrency mining as an application. I'm a member of RMIT Transportation Groups and Maritime Logistics Network from Australia. This is the titles of outline of my presentation, which include the introduction, literature, methodology, and case study, results, and conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. Today, global warming has become one of the crucial problems in the world, and many countries around the world try to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions that accelerate the global warming. The development of renewable and sustainable energy sources play a critical role in the current global policies to reduce the GHG emissions, especially replacing the fossil fuels. There are different types of renewable energy around the world, but in my area and in my topic, I focus on the biomass renewable energy. There are different types of the biomass around the world, like the manure, animal manures, the agricultural, the forest. The bioenergy, wind and hydro is one of the most used renewable energy around the world. And in my case studies, I work on the woody biomass in Australia and palm oil in Malaysia. The most important obstacles to commencement of the bioenergy project include the woody residue biomass sources are extremely disparate. And companies and governments try to take into account the proper criteria, not only for minimizing the cost of biomass supply chain, but also for selecting the best suppliers for biomass energy plants. In this process and activities, they also need to consider the sustainability criteria, which includes the social, environmental, economic, to generate the electricity. But why biomass? It's diverse waste, and it helps to increase and promote the job opportunity, especially in rural area, and it reduces the carbon emissions and reduce the cost. But why the biomass supply chain and the role of sustainable supply chain and the woody products would help to generate electricity and the application of the cryptocurrency mining. I provide some statistics about the energy consumption of the cryptocurrency, like the Bitcoins, the most widely mined cryptocurrency network that uses estimated 85 terawatt hours of the electricity, which is equal to 38% of global electricity use. Another second large cryptocurrency network is the Ethereum, which is estimated to use 62 terawatt hours of electricity per year. This kind of energy consumptions, this amount of energy consumed by cryptocurrency mining will likely vary over the time. And assuming that the prices and the user adoption continue to vary. So this type of energy consumption by Bitcoin mining, you can see in the China, in the United States, in Austria, in Canada, and different parts of the world. But the correlation between the sustainable biomass supply chain, the electricity, and cryptocurrency motivated me to expand my research and start with the commercialization process of biomass industry is highly dependent on the development of efficient, sustainable biomass supply chain. The supply chain includes the movement of material between source and end users. And it's difficult to make informed decision for any biomass utilization project without having optimal supply chain. I provide a schematic view of the biomass supply chain, which include the suppliers, storage, biorefineries, and the energy conversion to produce electricity, hot water, and steam. It depends on the end customers. And what's the problems in this process, and what's the challenges in these topics? Decision makers face several challenges in transportation network and logistics, and the transportation of the biomass focus on how and when to get materials, intermediate products, and finishing to produce the energy and electricity. And in the process of quantifying economic and environmental sustainability, is necessary to consider the greenhouse gas emission costs. And the agricultural biomass supply chain is a complex system, is responsible for circulation of woody products in the market. So in order to attract industrial participants, stakeholders, and investment in this challenge the transportation cost, the production cost, and improve the profitability of biomass power generation. That has become key to promoting the sustainable development of biomass power generation supply chain.
Zahraee, I cannot hear you.
Pardon?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Dr. Zahraee. I don't know what happened. Oh. Dr. Zahraee, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I was reconnecting. I don't know why, but is it okay now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I continue. And yeah, behind the financial domain, the application of blockchain is highly relevant in supply chain traceability, but the trade-off between implementation challenges and achievable impacts remain unclear. In this works, I try to review and work on the literature about the blockchain technology, the renewable and biomass supply chain, and the cryptocurrency minings. Okay. There are some recent works about the blockchain technology in supply chain, in the minor supply chain, in oil industry, in agriculture and food sectors, and in the medicine and energy sectors by using different methods, but most of them focus on the technology developments of the blockchains. And it's most of the works are recent in 2022 until 2000, from 2019 to 2002. And I try to assess the literature, analyze the literature from the early ages until 2022. And in my research, I developed a framework for this literature review analysis. I consider the studies on blockchain technology in different sectors, focus on the effects in supply chain and in the woody biomass industry. And I analyze them based on the region, sectors, and cryptocurrency applications. And finally, I analyze the effective effects of the blockchain and general recommendations and future studies. About the woody, I am working on the woody biomass supply chain in Victoria, in Australia. This is a current supply chain of the woody biomass in Australia. I am going to develop the blockchain technology and how it can help to improve this system by providing the tracking technology like the QR codes and RFID tags, and the technology like the smart contracts and data storage on-chain, off-chain, decentral, and central, and also providing the data collection by using the online platforms and DPS, and also data handling by using the apps and data communication by using different web pages. And finally, I am suggesting and working on the providing this value chain of the woody biomass to produce electricity for cryptocurrency mining, plus using the hot water and steam production in the agricultural application. And this is the future perspectives of the woody biomass supply chain resilience by providing the smart sustainability and technology development in biomass supply chain by using small labors, smart biorefineries, smart transportation systems, suppliers, and smart grid to produce the electricity. But how we can achieve this and how the works focus on this area, I try to investigate deeply all the literature in recent years. The results show that the relation between blockchain and supply chain management and technology aspect, as you can see, there are some handful works that focus on the supply chain, the sustainability framework, and there are some works on agriculture and food supply chain relation between blockchain and supply chain literature. And also the relation between the blockchain and technology is very comprehensive and clear in the recent literatures. And also I try to highlight the blockchain and supply chain by using these diagrams. As you can see, there are some works that focus on the logistics, digitalizations by providing development models and digital transformations of the blockchain in supply chain management. And also, as you can see here, there are some relations in recent literature that focus on the impacts of the sustainability and by considering the operational decision levels and analyzing the performance based on the blockchain application in supply chain. There are some works that focus on agricultural and food supply chains and considering the traceability system. And I try to highlight the application of this blockchain investigation each country. As you can see, most of the works focus in this area are from China, England, India, and US. There are some works in Australia and different parts of the world, but most of the works are related to China, US, England, and India. And also, I divided the literature based on the blockchain vs. woody supply chain management. There are some handful works in just 2022 and 2021, as you can see here, that focus on the forest and wood and timber application by using the artificial neural networks in the blockchain technology. And as you can see here, there is a relation between all of them based on the number of papers and the impacts by considering like the agent-based modeling in the supply chain management. And finally, I try to highlight the blockchain, renewable energy, cryptocurrency, and consider all of them in the literature. And there was some works that focus on the blockchain application in the cryptocurrency mining by using the renewable energy, but still there are real gaps and real world case studies in this area that need attention by the investigators and researchers in future. As you can see, there are not lots of works in this area that should focus on these challenges and adoption of the cryptocurrency mining by using the blockchain technology and renewable energy. And finally, this is the real works that consider the cryptocurrency like the Ethereum, the Bitcoins, by using different technologies like the IoT, Internet of Things, and blockchains in this area by using the renewable energies. Based on the literature analysis, I provide these results that after conducting this extensive literature review, it was being concluded that supply chain has entered the era of blockchain and big data, and this technology had a great potential to revolutionize the entire network. The efficiency of biomass usage can be increased using the contemporary information technology tools like the blockchain, which is one of the tools that system can construct out relevant informations. The blockchain technology can identify as the transfer concept of clusters, and also in the case of biomass usage, it will ensure the quality of biomass in storage traceability has been achieved by using the blockchain technology. Transactions are confirmed by both interested parties and all other actors within the system. Since the transactions are approved, the virtual environmentally save time, material resources, and fasten work planning process. But it will contribute to expansion of sustainable development because of the result that satisfied all parties reach faster and with less resources. Developing countries like the United States and Japan are among the top countries for acceptance of implementation of blockchain. Some African and Asian countries try to adopt this technology in this area. But the effective use of blockchain technology in developing countries with focus improvement will not only strengthen the economic aspect of the biomass, but will also improve the performance to comply with the environmental regulation and social aspects. But my suggestion from this area and research is to a comprehensive study is required to explore the benefits of blockchain in renewable supply chain cryptocurrency. And the blockchain is at a very early stage and it lacks experts in energy sector. And the impact of company culture and social acceptance should be analyzed for blockchain adoption. And the real world practical application of blockchain in cryptocurrency and energy sector should be implemented. And integration of blockchain with enterprise dynamics and transportation management system and energy supply chain should be tested empirically. And scenario analysis should be done to analyze the qualitative and quantitative impacts of blockchain technology in biomass and other renewable energy sectors. And uncertainties in supply chain network like the demands and supply should be considered. And finally, the moving from the current punitive carbon tax policy to site regulation policy, which includes the changes in energy consumption structure of the mining activities, is more effective in limiting carbon emission of cryptocurrency blockchain operations. And the conclusion of my research in this area is the findings shows that the raise of awareness among the biomass industry stakeholders and how joint strategic and decisions, this tactical decision obtained to improvement in transportations, production network design of the renewable energy supply chain for delivery and production in a cost-effective and timely manner. It shows that the blockchain technology is within the threshold range, which is beneficial to increase the profit of members of biomass energy supply chain stakeholders and industries. And among them, it is more advantageous for power plant companies to select the new approach and methods to optimize the chains and consider the uncentralized decision makings. And bioenergy and cryptocurrency mining companies may apply this result in their production and supply system, providing research and development services and technical assistance to all the relevant stakeholders of the sector using blockchain technology. And finally, public and private investments are necessary to make it happen. So the collaboration between industrial, production, transportation engineers, and environmentalists are the key to enabling the transition to the circular economy and boosting the bioenergy industry competitiveness by implementing the suggested approaches. Thank you so much for your attention and providing this opportunity for me, Professor Seyed.